Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Been wanting to do this video for a long time. We've been trying to find the boo lots, and I got together enough where I think we could do a video. But this is the 25-06 boo lot test video. We've got a series of these videos where we take a bunch of different boo lot slingers and we take a bunch of different factory loadings. Sometimes the hand loads when we can get some, and we see what our boo lot slingers like the best. I'll give you a close look at all of this ammo here in a second, but what we're going to be slinging them out of is my Ruger M77 Hawkeye. This thing is super sweet. It's got a real nice trigger on it. Really, my only complaint with this thing is the way that you have to use these rings. So these are the rings that came with it factory, and they're too low. I'm too cheap to go spend $100 on higher rings, so I rigged up this way. Had to shim this one, and you can see even with that 1-inch tube, I barely got clearance from the barrel on the front of this optic, but we got it to where it's working. Last time I had it out, man, was probably a year ago, but should still be sighted in. We'll see here in a second. But let me show you all the different boo lots we're going to run through this Ruger here, and then we're going to go back to 100 yards, group test every single one of them. Should be pretty cool. Alright, let me show you all these factory loadings. I'll show you from the lightest up to the heaviest. So the lightest we got out here, some Hornady Precision Hunter with the 110 grain ELDX. Then we got some Winchester Ballistic Silver Tips at 115 grain. Some Hornady American Whitetail, 117 grain. Federal, this is Blue Box Power Shock, 117 grain. Remington Core-Lokt, 120 grain. Federal Fusion, 120 grain. And then some of these Winchester Super X, 120 grain. I wrote on here, thanks to Randy. Randy hooked us up with these 25-06 quite a while ago. But let's see which one's going to do the best. I honestly have no idea. A bunch of these are brand new boxes. Like I said, I've been trying to find a bunch of this. Been hard to find, and it's not cheap. Most of these boxes right here cost me 50 beans a pop. But let's load them up in this Ruger M77 Hawkeye. Super sweet action, super sweet trigger. Let's go to 100 yards, see what happens. I've got a piece of paper target set up at 100 yards. What I'm going to do, I'm going to load them one by one, 3-shot group, let it cool every single time. It's going to take a while, but it'll be alright. And see which group's the best. But see what happens. Comment down below, which one do you think is going to win? I honestly have no idea. I think several of them will probably do pretty good. That Hawkeye's pretty sweet. Alright, here we go. Some of y'all would be happy to know that I actually even cleaned this Ruger. So we're working with a clean barrel. Ooh, and it's hot. I'm sweating like crazy. But first up, we got 3 of these Core-Lokt 120 grainers. So let's see how these things do. And like I said, we're going to let it cool every time. But see what happens. Do my best with every single one. Same hold on everything and all that yada yada. Core-Lokt 120s. This thing should still be decently sighted in. Ooh, that's a good trigger. That's probably one of the best triggers I have, period. Alright, those were all 3 good squeezes. That group looks to be a little larger than an inch. Not too hot, but we're still going to let it cool down. Be back with the next one. Alright, next. This is the lightest, those Precision Hunters, 110 grain, brand new box. Just found this one this week. Go ahead and grab 3 and load them in there. Here we go, Precision Hunters. Nothing going in the same hole every time yet. That group looks to be about the same as the core locks. We'll be back here in a minute with the next one. Alright, what's next? We got the Hornady American Whitetail 117 grain. Now, those first two, I've gotten great groups out of other bow light slingers with core locks and precision hunters, but you know what? With these American Whitetails, I don't ever remember anything liking them. But my memory could be wrong. Maybe these will do good. These are Hornady American Whitetail 117 grainers. See what happens. So far, everything's grouping about the same. A little bit bigger than an inch, I think. Hopefully we find one that does real good. Yeah, that one might be the best by a hair so far. We'll see. But we'll be back with another one. Alright, so next. Ooh, it's hot. Next we got the Federal Fusion 120 grainers, that gold box there. So far, not too terribly tickled with anything. Everything's pretty much good enough to catch a deer with, but nothing with some sort of precision groups that I like to get. Especially when you talk about something like an M77, man, these are not exactly cheap. I paid quite a good pinch of money for this thing. Here we go with the Fusion. Do my best here. If I remember right, I filmed this 25-06 at 1,000 yards. If I remember right, I used Federal Fusion for that video. So if it'll do 1,000, it ought to do 100, huh? Oh, looking like we got a ringer. So far. Maybe that's why I picked this stuff to take it to 1,000 yards, eh? Let's do a third. Might have us a ringer here. Oh yeah, that's the best group by far. So we'll let it cool again. Be right back. I'm getting sweaty. Alright, so that was the Federal Fusions. Now we got another Federal in the Federal Power Shock. These are 117 grainers. Ooh, it's so hot out here, I'm just melting. I got sweat melting off of me. Let's do 3 of these blue box Power Shocks here and see how these do. Those other Federals did good. It's gonna be hard to beat those. Wow, it's 25-06 just like Federal. That one had one come up a little bit, but all those were good trigger squeezes. So it looks like the Fusion is still ahead of the game here. Let it cool and be back. Alright guys, I'm sitting here editing this video and I have no idea what happened. Maybe my camera got too hot out in the sun or something, but the last 2 files of me actually pulling the trigger on these got corrupted somehow. So you're not going to get to see me out on the table. But I do have the files where they were actually hitting the paper. So check this out. This next 3-shot group is with that Winchester Super X 120 grain stuff. Now, this next 3-shot group, the last one is going to be with this Winchester Ballistic Silver Tip 115 grain. Check this 3-shot group out. Alright guys, back at the house. Finishing up this video, I just measured the groups with the calipers. I didn't realize it at the time, but that Ruger M77 Hawkeye did pretty good. We tested 7 different factory boo lights. 5 of them were under 1-inch groups, which if you get under an inch, hey, in my book at 100 yards, that's pretty impressive. 5 out of the 7 we got under 1 inch. But let's check out the results. I just measured them all with the calipers. We're just going to go across here. So, the Remington Core-Locked, we got a 1.394 inch group. The Hornady Precision Hunters, this is normally really expensive stuff, 1.227. One of the two, well, these were the two that got over a 1-inch group, but this stuff is expensive. Just goes to show you, you spend a lot of money on some boo lights, that doesn't guarantee success. Actually, the one that won is one of the cheapest ones you can get. Then we move over here to the Hornady American Whitetail. We got a 0.941 inch group. I was kind of dogging this stuff, saying I don't remember this stuff ever doing good. We got a 0.9 inch group today for us. Not too shabby. Then we go down here. I circled it because that's our winner, guys. The Federal Fusion, of all things. Federal Fusion won. My 25-06 liked it the best. We got a 0.485 inch group, guys. I don't care who you are, what caliber you're talking about. A 0.4 inch group at 100 yards, in my book, that is almost off the charts fantastic. So, Federal Fusion won today, guys, with a 0.485 inch group. What's this one? The Federal Power Shock, also normally an affordable one. Both of these are not known for being super expensive. These are normally a little cheaper. The Federal Power Shocks in 25-06, we got a 0.738 inch group. Not too shabby right there with those Federals. Then at the bottom, those two that for whatever reason my sitting at the table file got corrupted. The Winchester Super X, another budget-friendly one normally. A 0.950 inch group. And then those Ballistic Silver Tips did pretty good too, guys. I think that's actually the second place one. Those 3 hits pretty close with a 0.644 inch group. So, which one was the winners? I already forgot. Federal Fusions. There's your winners for today. Those 120 grain 25-06s. And the second place was these Ballistic Silver Tips. Now these I got kind of recently. I paid $50 for that box. I don't know about you guys, but $50 for 20 boo lights, that's a whole lot of moolahs to me. But anyways, hey, 25-06, I'm going to try to do some hunting with it this year. Stay tuned if you're a 25-06 fan. Also, go back in the playlist, guys. We filmed this exact 25-06 at 1,000 yards. Yeah, 25-06. It's awesome. It's good for catching deers. Comment down below. Are you a 25-06 fan? Have you taken deers or anything else with your 25-06? But hey, appreciate y'all watching. We got stuff like this every single day, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Tell all your friends about the WHOTEEWHO channel. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Y'all are the best. We'll see you on the next one. 25-06. I dig it. WHOTEEWHO.